Hey everyone, welcome back. So about a week ago, Cathie Wood sold some Palantir stock, and the news came out like Cathie Wood is literally getting out of Palantir, she's breaking up with Palantir, and she's no longer bullish on the company. It's crazy, the news article that I read is basically saying that Cathie Wood is getting out of Palantir, that's it, it's doomed, the stock is gonna go down, the company is no longer good. It's just funny to read articles like that. So in this video, I'm going to break it down the real reason why Cathie Wood has sold Palantir, and I feel that Cathie Wood is even more bullish now than ever. So stay tuned. If you get anything out of the video, only after watching the video of course, if you get anything out of the video, then give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe and like this video so this video can go out to more Palantir lovers. Without any delay, I'm going to share my screen and I will go over some news articles, I will show you some stats, and then I will show you a mind-boggling graph that will show you how Cathie Wood or how bullish Cathie Wood is on Palantir. Here's my screen. Okay, so these are the news articles that came out. Cathie Wood selling 18.7 million of Palantir, and why Cathie Wood has Palantir falling 5%, and also Cathie Wood loads up further on Netflix, Coinbase, trims Palantir. I mean, there are endless news articles. And if you read them, they basically say that, you know what, Cathie Wood is trimming her positions in Palantir, she's no longer bullish, the company may be not performing that well, endless stories. But here's the real reason. Cathie Wood owns and operates ETF. Each stock makes up a percentage of that ETF. For example, in one of her portfolio, Tesla holds almost 10%. Anytime Tesla goes over a certain price, she sells Tesla to rebalances her ETF. Same thing with Palantir. And I'll show you the graph that's going to show you exactly what's happening here. So anytime Palantir goes up in price to a certain point, she has to trim that to basically balance her ETF, and then when the price goes down, she buys it again. So there are two ETFs that is being maintained by ARK Invest right now, which is RK and RW, that holds Palantir. And all I did was I only pulled the dates for May and June to kind of show you what's happening here. So if you notice here, on May 19th, May 17th, May 14th, and May 12th, ARK Invest, RK, bought these many Palantir shares. And then over here, they all belong to RK. Now, RK in total holds about, right here I'm going to show on your screen, about 22 million shares of Palantir. Right now, even after selling that, it holds almost 22 million shares of Palantir. Now that's one ETF. Now ARK's second ETF, which is RW, you see here on June 28th and June 30th, they sold about 700 or 710,000 one time and 21,000 other time. So this is what they sold on January 28th and 30th. But before that, they bought right here 294,000 one time and 667,000 the other time. So they bought all this share, and if you calculate that, they actually sold less than they bought in just a month ago. Okay, now RW currently holds about 4.7 million Palantir shares in that portfolio, in that ETF. And the reason why is because it's only 1.89%. And that is why when the ARK or when the Palantir price went up, they had to trim down the position to bring it down. Now I'm going to show you a spreadsheet that basically shows all the stocks that were bought. So this is what RK bought right here. Actually, I'm going to draw a little graph here. So this is what RK bought right here. So 66,000 one time over here that you see, 737,000 one time, 71,000 one time, and then 206,000 the other time. Oh, sorry, 2 million the other time. And then over here on May 10th and 11th, they bought these two again in ARKW, which is a separate ETF. And then back in June 28th and the 30th, they sold this many. So they bought 3.9 million shares just in the month of May and June, and they sold 732,000 on combining these two dates. So you see, they bought 3.9 million, but they only sold 732,000. So there's a big difference. They are still very bullish in the company. Now let's take a look at this particular graph, which is mind-blowing, and I'm gonna now go inside my computer and I will show you in real time. Here it is. Okay, so as you can see here, that this is the graph that basically shows right here combined holding of Palantir Technologies updated daily. So this graph shows exactly when Palantir was bought by ARK Invest or Cathie Wood and what date. So as you can see, when Palantir first IPO'd, ARK Invest started buying it on October, which is right here, the date, October 15th, 2020. They bought 20,000 shares and they slowly started buying it. When the price went up, they upped a little bit, but they did not go crazy in buying. And when the price was really, really high, they were just buying consistently, slowly throughout that time. In 2021, in January, they bought, the price was really high. We know it touched almost like $40, $42 at one point. And then when the price started to come down, look what happened right here. When the price started to come down, they increased their buying and then they bought heavily. This was the inflection point where in March, when the price came down and their buying went up, they went crazy. And look, when the price was down in May 13th, right here, price was $18.37. On that day, their total holding of Palantir share went up to 26 million. That's crazy. And then they continue buying, and then over here, they sold some. Right here, if you see here, they sold in June, on June 14th. Then again, they continued buying. And then right here on the 29th, they sold those shares that we see in the news. Again, the price went up. See? So over here from at that point, $18.37, they bought this big purchase. And when the price went up to almost $26, they trimmed their position. They have to because they're maintaining an ETF. This graph tells you exactly how bullish Cathie Wood is on Palantir. Now let's look at this. So this is a total graph of trades of Palantir made in all the funds. If you see here, I just want you to pay attention to the sell column here. June 30th and 28th sell right here. Then after that, just keep paying attention to the pages as I go through them. Buy throughout. I go all the way back to October 15. They're buying continuously. And then now, most recently in the first page, you see the sell because the price went up. They will continue doing that anytime. And Cathie Wood does that for Tesla too. Even though we know how bullish Cathie is on Tesla, she will always go and sell Tesla when Tesla hits a certain price level. So I feel that the news that you see right now is completely FUD. No truth to it. Palantir has not changed. Cathie Wood has not changed. Her emotions, or you call it her conviction on Palantir, has not changed. And she is equally bullish on the stock that she was back in October than she is right now. Watch, when Palantir comes down a little bit more, she will continue buying. As you can see on the graph, when the Palantir touches this level again, if it touches the 20 level again, you will see her come in and buy a million more shares. She's probably buying it today. We don't know. We'll find out at the end of the day. But what I'm saying is that Cathie Wood is still very, very bullish. Now let's look at the stock for a second. So as you can see over here, that stock price at one time is absolutely was rocking, like almost touched 45. And then now it's at like 23. And of course, when I'm recording, it's probably falling more because market is really, really down right now. But look, all the analysts here, all the analysts are still bullish. They're calling it for hold. They're not saying get out of it. And I feel that we are going to see that support of about $20 in this stock. Very strong support at this level. If it goes to 17, I'm loading up. I'm loading up because I know this stock has a long way to go. And of course, short term, no. Long term, yes. So I'm really, really bullish on the stock. Of course, as you can tell, I'm really bullish on the company. And I feel anybody who is out there, anybody who says that, you know what, it's just a Reddit stock, it's just a pump up stock, I want you to go, please do research and see what all they are doing. They are not only in one industry, they are solving problems in multiple industries. And that is what makes me excited and bullish on this company. I hope I was able to provide you some value. If you get anything out of it, do me a favor and hit that share, subscribe, and like button. Love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, you all have a wonderful day.